movers. Give you a little tour here. I'm now in Marina Green, heading west to the Golden Gate Bridge. It's about 5:45 Friday, September 28th. Ideal weather for me. I was born and raised here, so I can't imagine moving somewhere else where it's hot. I have the GPS map my ride going. And also an audio speedometer that I have connected to my cell phone. The cell phone is in GPS mode. It's a Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. Very nice phone. Now we're coming up to Crissy Field. And to the right at about 1 o'clock is, that means looking at a clock, imagine the minute hand is on 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock is the Golden Gate Bridge. I also have it on, as far as the Bluetooth speedometer, it's giving me readings every 5 seconds to my earphones that I have connected. The winds are not too bad, about 20 miles an hour. The headwind that I'm riding into. And the reason I say not bad at all, for me it's pretty much like having no wind, because around here it really gets windy about 40 miles an hour. Winds are typical. So my speedometer that's giving me audible readings says right now I'm doing about 15 miles an hour, which not bad considering the headwinds of about 20. Now the Golden Gate Bridge is at 2 o'clock. I'll stop and pan over there so you can see what I'm talking about. The top of the bridge, top half is fog, covered in fog. Let's see, we'll stop here. So there you go. You can see if it's working. Looks like it's working. Yeah. I'll lift it up a little. have a short sleeve jersey on, and I'm hot. Meaning feeling wise, not looks wise. Here we go. See? There's the jersey. Proof. In case anyone's saying I'm making it up. Okay, we'll continue here. A swig of water. Nothing's tastier than water that's been in a metal bottle for a month. All right. Again, we're going Crissy Field, heading west. We're coming up to the old Crissy Field that was built in 1926. All these buildings right here are from 1926. As part of the privatization of the Golden Gate area here, meaning the Presidio Army base, they've got a deadline by, I forgot what it is, that the park here, this is now a park, has to be making money. So they've leased out all these buildings, done a really good job at finding tenants. There's some kind of sports shop, a gymnastics place, some kind of trampoline place, and whatever. Here is the Stillwell Army Barracks. I wish they would turn this into offices, because I'd lease one. I'll stop the bike here, make this a tour. That's Stillwell Barracks right there, and that's where the enlisted men stayed. And then over here, let's see it, right in front of us, that's the old headquarters from the Army Air Corps days for Crissy Field. I don't know why they don't turn these Stillwell Barracks into office space. Maybe it's got too much asbestos or something in there. But it's been a lot of years. It's been since '95, and they still haven't done anything. Still haven't done anything with that building. And then there's the old Coast Guard station, straight ahead. Alcatraz is over here, right there. I don't know if any of this is turning out. And over there is the Exposition, Pacific Exposition, and Pacific Heights. These are original warehouses from 1926, all right here. There's some businesses in there, and then in some of them. And then over here in this direction, you can't see it, but there's the main area and the parade grounds and whatnot. And that's where Disney is. Disney has their museum there, the Disney Museum. I haven't been there yet, but it looks really nice. Okay. Back heading west. We'll go out to Fort Point. Pet Cemetery is up here. Let me show you the Pet Cemetery. I have some other videos of it that you may want to see. But they really ruined this Pet Cemetery with the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge improvements, the Doyle Drive and whatnot. But that's the way it goes. It's more important to have a safe bridge than preservation of the Pet Cemetery. But look at my videos, and you can see the before and after, because I have a lot of videos of that I've taken of the pet cemetery. It's right here. Looks like they really done horrible things to this place. But at least it's still there. And I'll do what I did before, which is pick up my bike and show you a video of the pet cemetery. Of course, cars are coming by while I'm trying to do this. Alright. So here's the chain link fence to keep people out. That wasn't there before. Before, you were able to just walk in here and take pictures, video. Okay. And here's a sign that they put up. You can pause your camera or your video on YouTube if you want to see what this says. It says during construction it'll be closed to the public. Well, construction's done. So there you go. I think I have pictures of this untouched with all the trees and everything, and then later when this construction started they cut down all the trees here. But it looks like they've gone in here and improved the grave sites, because this had weeds and brush, and a lot of the grave markers were on the ground flat. So somebody's done some work here. Okay, we'll stop that. And that's looking north to the Golden Gate Bridge, which is covered in fog. Okay, let's see. I have a very light bike, but holding it to shoot video and using the bike as a camcorder, tripod, I guess it'd be a bipod. The bike got pretty damn heavy. My bike weighs 15 pounds, even with all the crap on it. Water bottle, siren. Yeah, that's right, I said siren. Hey, that gets people out of the way. That was a party rental truck. They're having some kind of get together here. Here's one of the businesses. Pretty cool to have a picture of the original hangar with the planes from back in 1920s. And they put that big picture right there in front of the building, so that's pretty damn cool. I think this is the trampoline place. Up here is the bike shop. And then in the back, right there is a swimming place. right here. Really nice. It's a swimming school, I think. There's another picture right there. Female flyers. And there's Alcatraz in the distance and the Coast Guard station right there. Here they have the old markers for the planes, so they could see the wind direction and whatnot. That wasn't always there, they just restored it, I think. Actually, I know they restored it. That's what they did. Okay, we'll go out to Fort Point. Right here is where the seaplanes would take off. So that was a hangar right to my left, and then the planes would ferry across right here and then go out to the water, which was closer than what it is here. But this is where they would take off out in the bay. And there's the plane hangar. And here's a picture of the planes. And there's a Coast Guard station in the picture. This is actually a very good picture. Let's see if I can go up like that. There's the Coast Guard station that I showed you. And then the planes, hangars, and some cars. Some military people. And then you go out here. And there's Alcatraz out there. This is an original seaplane ramp right here. This concrete. Not a lot of people know that. But you can see the way it worked, and the planes would just go up this ramp and park right there. Pretty cool. Still there. Imagine if you were a plane and they're going to work on the engines and whatnot, they would just go up this ramp right here, and then the mechanics would be able to go underneath and fiddle with the engines. So that's right there. All right. I think that's all there is to see as far as Crissy Field. Check out Fort Point. the tourist season's over because no cars. Looks like the surfers are out. Although I have a board and all that stuff, I'd never been out here. Never had a desire to wrestle with the rocks. But when you're desperate to go surfing and you don't want to drive out to Ocean Beach or Pacifica, Half Moon Bay, this is what you get. And there's a bridge and Fort Point. I'll show you the surfing activity here. There's Alcatraz. See some people. That's this guy. That was nice. He caught a okay wave there. The break-in kind of early. Usually I see them, they get a ride all the way out to the maybe about 20 feet from there, the shore there. Levee, the breaks, the rocks. Oh, here we go. Actually, there's some pretty good waves here. That's why everybody's out here. Alright. This way is China, Japan, Philippines, Hawaii, right through there. Those of you who remember Alfred Hitchcock's movie where, was it Grace Kelly or somebody, I think in Vertigo, jumps off the Fort Point here to drown herself, kill herself? That was right here. Before they put the fence up, I went around there. About 95 I went back there. They didn't have that fence right there. But little secret, that scene of her jumping into the water there at Fort Point, number one, they don't have the steps there that she jumped off of. And number two, that was filmed in Hollywood on a set. Which makes sense. I mean, what actress is going to jump into the water there at the mouth of the Golden Gate? So, I mean, first of all, that'd be damn cold. Second of all, she'd probably drown. And mainly, I can't imagine someone agreeing to probably about 50-degree water. So go ahead and rent the movie and look at that scene, and now you know that that wasn't really Fort Point. A lot of that movie, by the way, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo, was filmed in San Francisco. There's even tours that they have. The Vertigo tour and you go on a trolley or something, and they take you to all the places that were in the film. Pretty cool. Matter of fact, I live near the Brocklebank Apartments that are at the corner of where the Fairmont Hotel is, at the corner of Mason and guide through here, Mason and Sacramento. Always cracks me up to see that movie and all the scenes that I pretty much take for granted because they're just around. Okay, well, I'll keep this video going to see if it lasts on the way back here, back home. Whatever it runs, it runs. And I have posting privileges on YouTube. I can post a 2-hour video if I want. So I'll just put this whole thing up there. Let it upload. See how fast we can get going here on that. Right now it's funny that these workout programs on Android or even the iPhone, they always give you optimistic stuff, you know, because it says like I burned 800 calories. They are right, probably half that with that. By the time I get home, it should be up about 1,500, I would think. But here we go. Let's see. Yeah, 894 calories burned. Said you have to keep your speed down here. They'll give you a ticket. The federal police. So I keep it about 25 miles an hour. I'm doing 27, so I better slow down. The police do use radar here on this little stretch of road. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. and they will ticket cyclists. Especially when there's a lot of tourists around. You have to be mindful of them. Siren at that guy. He's just kind of lollygagging along. Getting in my way. Miles an hour since cops ain't around. Don't you be ratting me out. I put the tape on all these poles. See that reflective tape, that white tape? One day I just came out, put tape on every pole to the put tape on every pole up to the Golden Gate Bridge. Now these are new poles. I think we need to go take a look at this guy here, because did you see his hair? I'll just pretend I'm moseying along here and we can take a look. Did y'all catch that? Let's see. There's the famous Marina Green Safeway. World famous as one of the pickup supermarkets in the nation. At one time, Playboy did a study, I think it was Playboy or Penthouse, of the hottest supermarkets to pick up chicks, and that Safeway was the one. I think it was top 5 or top 10. And then here is Fort Mason. I'm very surprised the battery on this phone. I did put a fresh one in there, and it's really holding up well. Fort Mason. Many of you probably have hung around at concerts and whatnot here. Actually a pretty big park. So, and it's ideal, big, large, even though there's little hills, so to speak, it's quite large and flat in terms of open space to accommodate crowds. Right here. And now we'll get into the residential area. Like I said earlier, I'll just keep this going. When it runs out, it runs out. Talk about this area, but all this area is sitting on that sand. So in the earthquakes, like in '89, all these buildings right here. I'm on bedrock. That place. This area around here is all sand. At one time it was a lagoon and tumbleweeds. And then one day they said, well, we need the land, we need to expand. So let's fill in this area. Put buildings on it. And that's why in the '89 Loma Prieta earthquake, some of the buildings around here just collapsed because the sand underneath just it's like taking a smoothie from 7-Eleven or a milkshake or whatever. Imagine just shaking it, and anything you have sitting on top of it's just going to collapse. That's what happened. Now I'm curious just how long this video is going to shoot. Very surprised. It's going to be a boring part here, so you don't want to watch it. And by the way, this is the easiest way to get to Nob Hill, where you don't have to exert yourself much. The way I'm going is the least incline. So here's Filbert's. And that was Gough Street that I was on. These streets, literally, you can be 1 block, 2 blocks over, and your incline is 50 degrees. whereas you can go this way and it's like running flat, level. Here's Franklin. So here, you may wonder, well, why is he riding on sidewalks? Well, the streets are dangerous as hell. So I ride on the sidewalk. They're mindful of the people walking. Obviously, they have the right of way on sidewalks, and I don't. It's actually illegal. But as I say, I'd rather be alive and wrong than dead and right. And people are getting hit all the time. Cyclists are getting hit all the time on these streets. That's why you don't see many cyclists on like Nob Hill, Russian Hill. I mean, in addition to the fact that they're hills, and who the hell wants to ride on those? But because I live there, that's how I have to go that way. But that's why you don't see many cyclists around here, because it's just so damn dangerous. So I've never, in all the years of riding, have been threatened with a ticket, because the police understand how bad it is. You're cyclists, even if you have the bike lane, the cars don't care. You're in their way. So here we are on Van Ness. Again, this is the easiest way to get up either Russian Hill or Nob Hill. So we're going to go up a few blocks here, Vallejo, and make a left. And in regards to danger, the intersection at Broadway and Van Ness coming up here, which I don't go up to because it's too damn dangerous, but that is the most dangerous intersection in the city at Broadway and Van Ness, the most dangerous. So it's silly to even think about going that way for me to get home. Okay, so here you have to be looked out for the cars. And the reason I'm posting this is for the tourists on the bikes, rental bikes, so that you know about this way if you wanted to get over to top of Nob Hill for some reason. You're going to go to Grace Cathedral or whatever, so this is the way you do it. A lot of people rent bikes over at the Fisherman's Wharf area, and then they go tooling around and they're wondering, well, how the hell do I get up that steep hill, Nob Hill? See, this guy didn't even look. Made his right turn without stopping, and if I was a pedestrian and not defensive driving, or in that case riding or walking, he would have hit somebody. He didn't even look to his right. He just looked to the left at oncoming traffic. So that's an example of why it's so dangerous. And the guy's none the wiser. He doesn't know that he would have hit somebody there. So he'll just go to the next intersection and do it again. There was an open door just now. You can be riding along like this, and these people along right here will open their doors on you. That happened to me about 2 weeks ago. A kid got out of the back seat, and I was going, careful, be slow here, because I knew about the car opens, the door. Sure enough, the little kid opens the door, and I jammed on the brakes, so I didn't get hurt. But talk about irresponsible parents. That kid, he was probably about 6 years old. What's he doing opening his car door onto the traffic side? And they were like middle class, some kind of like BMW or something. Imagine that, is just not caring if your kid is getting out on the traffic side on the car. Oh well. I'm not sure, but I think that's illegal. That kids under 18 or anyone under 18 can get out on the traffic side of cars. But I don't know. I think there should be a law. Child endangerment, nothing else. It was, okay, now I'm on Pacific, and again, this is a dangerous area here, because if there's people on the sidewalk, I won't go on there, because it's too hard to maneuver around it. So now I'm on this lane, and you have the danger of the car doors opening, and then you have the cars speeding by, who are all upset because you're in the way. And look at how narrow the space is here that I have to maneuver. And that's why I try to ride on the sidewalks. All kinds of hit and runs here. Where I just was on Polk Street there was a girl riding her road bike, and somebody ran her down. She was on the street as she was supposed to be, and killed her. They've never found the person. They just left the scene. So she was dead right, doing the right thing, you know, riding on the street. So there's only 2 more blocks to where we're at the top of Nob Hill, and it hasn't been much effort at all. It's like little inclines like this. And again, we're on Pacific, heading east. We're going to make a right on Leavenworth. People around here are filthy pigs. When people say they live on Nob Hill, don't be impressed, because a lot of them live in this area. Tenement housing, as far as I'm concerned. Throwing their trash everywhere. So here we are on Leavenworth, heading south, and this is the last incline, and we're at the top of Nob Hill. So pretty damn easy, don't you think? Look, to rest my case, there's a mattress. See that? Probably got it. Mattresses all the time around here. Really pisses me off. Right there. Filthy people. Dead at night. And that's infraction, and they can fine you and stuff, but the city never does anything about it. They just haul them away. They had on the news that the city here, San Francisco, pays, it costs about $1 million a year to throw away the mattresses around the city. $1 million. My tax dollars, that's what it's going for. To haul people's mattresses away. I swear to God. They better not let me catch them. Okay, so here we are at Clay. We're all done. Transamerica Pyramid straight ahead. And this is Clay. You can see the top of the Transamerica Pyramid is shrouded in fog. And this is downhill. So if I wanted to make a lot of work for myself, show you stuff, but I'm not going to. I'll go down this hill and have to pedal back up. I'm doing that. Okay, that's the end of the